How you doing?
So good to see you.
What brings you out here?
Man, I am proud of you.
Thank
This
you
is
so much.
awesome. Where exactly are we?
Truck stop. They got truck stops all over.
So you roll from truck stop to truck stop, huh?
Yes.
That's where your work is.
Mike Simmons owns and operates the Master Wash, a mobile pressure washing company, and he can get just about anything clean.
I do homes, do driveways, do dealerships, do the buildings. I also do gas stations.
You have a powerful story.
I went to Robert E. Lee Elementary School. Then I wound up going to Sophie B. Wright. Got put out of Sophie B. Wright, went to Frederick Graps in the 7th Ward, and that's where I stopped. Stopped going to school in the 6th grade.
In the 6th grade. Wow, Mike. What did you do after the 6th grade? What were you, the streets were teaching you?
Yeah, and pretty much the streets was my teacher.
And drugs were the lesson. Mike would eventually be shot 4 times before he was 27 years old, and in federal prison doing 7.5 years at the age of 34.
In the process of that, I just say, God, you know what? I'm tired. I don't have nowhere else to run. And I remember something happened. I was praying and something happened. I started crying. I pushed away from the floor and sat down and I said, something ain't right. And from that day forward, I knew, it hit me. It said, Mike, every time you lean on your own understanding, you wind up leaning on jail balls.
But behind bars, with a newfound faith and renewed purpose, Mike would forge an improbable friendship.
Boyd is a good guy. I met Boyd when we was in the federal prison. That's my brother from another mother, but we got the same father. Me and Boyd's friendship continued to build, and he was a believer. So that made it even better. So as me and Boyd continue our relationship, it just opened doors for the blacks and the whites in that prison, because they saw the bond that me and Boyd had, and they saw that, you know what, man, it's not about black or white.
We made a commitment to one another that this relationship was not just based on being in prison, that it was something bigger than that, and that once we got out, there would be something to it. We would remain friends and interact.
What was that bigger thing?
Well, it was the Lord. It was Jesus. We both reached a point where we were convinced that God had brought us there to meet each other for that purpose, yeah.
After serving their time, Boyd would become president of a local trucking company. Mike started his power washing business, and that greater purpose started to have more and more influence.
The Boyd said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you start washing the trucks over here. And me and Boyd sat down, and from that point on, we started going.
Mike and I, we call it the scarlet letter. When you get out of prison, you have the F on you that the world views as the F of felon. And the truth is, what God showed us was that F is freedom. We're free from all the baggage of our past, and it's an opportunity to start again. Mike's view, or he really felt like God gave him an opportunity to be able to reach out to those people who were felons and give them a job and a second chance, you know, and not be viewed with that scarlet letter.
Yeah. About how many men do you think have come through that you since you've been out? How many have you mentored?
I think about maybe 30 men.
30 men that you've touched.
30 men have come through. I go to the responsibility house and I get the guys that's on drugs, that have been on drugs, and they're just looking for that chance.
Yeah.
And I get them, they come, and these men, you'd be surprised what it does for them. And they don't only get to be able to wash cars and make money, they get a chance to be able to see somebody who's been there, been to the bottom, somebody who's been on drugs, somebody who know what it's like for the world to give up on you. You done burn bridges, and here God can do a miracle in your life.